So over 2020, I got to work with Marcus Goh. And there are a couple of things that struck me about his personality and his character. The first is that he's incredibly efficient. So even if he's busy and you send him something, he responds quite quickly, much faster than you would expect. The second thing is he's a man of his word and commitment. He says something, he agrees to it, and he just absolutely follows through. Without further negotiations or nitpicking, he just gets it done. But the third thing, and this is the most important thing that I deeply appreciate about Marcus as a client and as a human being, is his depth of caring that comes through in his style of leadership, and he combines caring with pragmatism. So pragmatically understanding what his strengths are as a leader and then delegating to other people such as me to work with members of his team to lift their performance. And by that, I'm describing this in my role as a performance coach. I worked with his people through different areas of development and to unblock them in certain areas of their life over the last year. But with many organizations I've come across, most leaders typically invest their resources back into the highest performing members of their team to get even more out of them. But not so with Marcus. He cares about every single member of his team, whether they are new or whether they're just good enough performers on the average. Every single member in his team counts. And that came through very clearly in the conversations I had with him and how he wanted me to allocate my time working with the entire group through a couple of workshops to lift everyone's skills, make them aware potentially of some blind spots. And then secondly, as a coach working with people individually, allocating my time to not just people who wanted to work with me and try out a session, but especially to people who needed the most help. And that was both touching, encouraging, as well as very pragmatic of him for understanding that his role as a leader is to also see what his strengths are and where it was out of his depth to go get a professional in to help. And so I deeply, deeply admired and appreciated how he was allocating my time across everyone in his organization, especially to those who needed it most. So thank you very much, Marcus, for the privilege of getting to work with you through to 2020 and being a part of my life.